2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tip-off coming up shortly from Smoothie King Center as
Make sure to pick up your official NBA program. Sit player stats, find schedules, and read interviews with the NBA players. Programs are located at all entrances to the stadium.
D, good to see you, man.
See you again.
How you been?
I've been good. You've been playing great this season, man.
Oh, appreciate that, man. Yeah,
Doing your thing.
being out on the road is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I got an off day tomorrow. You got anything fun to do around here in the city?
Yeah, hit me up. Maybe we can go go-kart racing.
Go-kart racing?
Go-kart.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun, man. Can you even fit in a go-kart?
I can fit in them.
They don't
I'll
just
be
call it a
fine.
car at
It's
that
kinda-
point?
It'll be snug, but we'll be fine.
That sounds good. All right, man. Have a good game.
You too.
See you soon.
And now, introducing installment.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Hornets take to the road. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. The Pelicans hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. And they're battling it out for playoff position, presently 8 games off the lead.
And there's history, some bad blood between these two teams that makes it all the more interesting.
These are two clubs that know each other well, the strengths, the weaknesses. It's going to be a tactical battle.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Williams. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Batum, and it's the Beast in at center. And Steve, tonight, a lot of players who are very, very explosive. It could basically be one long highlight reel tonight.
It is. We have some guys that you get a chance to jump out of your seat and scream. When you see guys getting dunks, the quickness off the dribble, I mean, I'm impressed, Kevin, to watch the athleticism to go along with the skill set.
And it's Moore penetrating to the left wing. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Moore right side. Lock at 6. We play just over a minute here in the first. Davis with the bucket.
This is what you want from AD, to use his size and skill to cash in on second chance opportunities.
There's a good screen. Stolen by Holiday. To the inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Here's the Beast. Count the basket.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
Here's Davis. After the made shot from the Beast. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The former #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis, does a great job of representing this franchise. Makes big plays on both ends of the floor.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
Here's Moore. Kemba Walker making his last shot. And Moore kicks to Mirotic. Davis setting the pick for Mirotic. Pass to Davis. That's tipped. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Lamb passes to Walker. Here's the Beast, guarded by Holiday. And the shot is good. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
And so here's Charlotte following the score by New Orleans. And it's blocked. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I got a few minutes to catch up with Alvin Gentry. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Sounds like he really wants them getting after it at the defensive end.
And I expect to see them very active here early, contesting every shot and battling for every rebound.
It's a game plan that's going to take a lot of effort and energy. But if they can pull it off, it'll make things that much easier for them at the offensive end.
And it's Davis missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And so here is New Orleans, trailing by 2. And Moore kicks to Davis over Williams. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
And here's Walker outside. Drills the three-pointer. Walker's got 7.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now here's Moore. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Batum against Mirotic. The pass to the Beast. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Moore. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Zeller's checked in. Here's the Beast. It's hauled in by Diallo.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down who has the ball last.
Payton passes to Davis. Over Zeller, and it falls over the rim and in. And that's now 10 points for Anthony Davis.
Just a good, solid shot from mid-range. Davis understands that simple is more important than sizzle.
And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Out to the right wing. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's the Beast. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. The Beast's got 8.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Holiday left side. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Well, we have to give credit to the coaching staff. Terrific offensive strategy. Got them some great looks.
The shot's good from the Beast. The Beast's got the game tied up here for Charlotte.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. Davis sets a screen. Mirotic's shot is off.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
The shot's good from the Beast.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where they're headed.
For Charlotte, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And that one falls for Parker. Steve, we've heard the phrase speed kills, especially when trying to guard someone with a very explosive first step.
Westbrook, John Wall, Kemba, Kyrie, Isaiah Thomas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, those guys, they get up and down the court. There's so many young guys. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. Woo, I wish I had that speed, Kevin.
You did at one time. You did have that speed at one time.
Not at all. Not at all.
On the floor for Charlotte. Beast out there with Williams. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Parker. And it's Batum in at small forward. Payton left side over Parker. No good from Payton.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Out to Parker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Parker's got 10 points.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Randall a screen on Parker. Payton passes to Randall. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Moore. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? It's deflected. And here comes the break. Here's Lamb. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Diallo, he's checked in for Okafor. Davis comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Holiday in for Elfrid Payton. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Walker's checked in. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You look at the Beast, he's really been playing well.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Here's Mirotic, and the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Holiday gets the bucket.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
And Lamb kicks to Batum. Passes it to the Beast. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Jazz had a huge game. He had 49 points and came out of nowhere defensively, blocking shot after shot in an incredible effort. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin, we'll see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And Holiday kicks to Diallo. Pass to Moore. There's the pick. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Davis with it. He's got 13. 6 on the shot clock. Mirotic the screen. And here's Moore outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Each one Moore understands the game, knows how to execute his role, knows where to pick his spots.
No good from Lamb.
A blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And Moore kicks to Holiday. Outside, Davis. Here's Moore. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Moore's got 5 points now this quarter. Hornets leading by 17. And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor.
Pelicans trailed by 19. Some smaller players spend most of their time on the perimeter. Others really sacrifice, Steve, their bodies to make plays inside.
I think some of the small guys that get in there, like you said, is Kyrie Irving, one of the best at finishing. Kemba Walker, Mike Conley, Isaiah Thomas, Steph Curry. Some of these smaller guys who don't mind throwing their body into the paint.
Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Diallo out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. For Charlotte, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. So he comes up empty at the line. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Jazz had a huge game. He had 49 points and came out of nowhere defensively, blocking shot after shot in an incredible effort. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Charlotte calls timeout. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
Monks checked in for the Hornets. 1:15 left to play here in the half. Inside. Here's the Beast. And he uses the glass on the layup. The Beast's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
Pelicans trailed by 19. Holiday with it. He's got 7. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Beast.
Rough start to this game. Hits 1 bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
Out to the wing. From deep, Walker sinks the 3-pointer. Walker's got 10 points in the game.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now here is Davis. He's got 15. Here's Mirotic. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And Walker kicks to Monk. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Pass to Davis. With 4 seconds on the clock, that shot off. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
He is reliable down there. Once he gets going, he is a machine.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Jeremy Lamb. Marvin Williams is out there with Batum. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's the Beast in at the 5 down low. Here's Diallo after the made shot from the Beast. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Holiday. Shoots over Walker. They get it back. Payton passes to Holiday. They set the pick to the left side wing. Here's Diallo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Pass to the Beast. High post, Davis. He's against Williams. Davis with the bucket.
That's the thing about AD. He makes you guard him on all 3 levels, this time from mid-range.
Lamb passes to the Beast. Buries it down low. The Beast's got 4 points this quarter.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Now, here is Mirotic. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Payton, and it's New Orleans scoring again. Now Walker, he's got 10. On the wing, Batum. Williams has a screen for Batum. Here's the Beast, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
You know, Steve, when you were an amateur basketball player, some people had suggested they're not teaching enough skill. Now that same refrain is heard. But then you see young players like Jason Tatum, Dennis Smith Jr. What's your opinion now?
You know, I think people look at these players individually, and I think these young guys coming up in youth basketball, the individual player that plays better gets the 4-star to 5-star. So a lot of these guys want to be that player. We don't put enough emphasis on team basketball, so whereas you're just as important as the best guy, and I think if we can change that narrative, you will see that. But skill-wise, I think we're okay for our skills with guys with the basketball. I think now we got to have guys understanding how to play without it in their hands.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Nails the baby hook. The Beasts got 9 points here in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Davis. He's got 17. Count that bucket.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Utah Jazz. Parker passes to the Beast. And he goes in for the dunk.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Payton kicks to Holiday. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Parker passes to the Beast. Back to Parker. Here's the Beast, guarded by Holiday. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pelicans have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
That's good from Moore.
Each one Moore gives you the production, but he also gives you the intangible. He plays like an older brother.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to the Beast. Lays it up and banks it in. The Beast's got 35.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Holiday kicks to Moore. Lure the screen. Moore outside. Here's Randall. Unable to get that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's the Beast. We're covering.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. There's the pick. And Moore kicks to Lure. Pass to Holiday. It's rebounded by Charlotte. The Beasts got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
To the inside. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Walker the pass to the Beast. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
You know what? There's 2 competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other fast and loose.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Moore outside. Kicks to Lure. No one near him. Again, the Pelicans score.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
And the Hornets call time here. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Well, we have to give credit to the coaching staff. Terrific offensive strategy. Got them some great looks.
New Orleans making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 5 points in the game. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
Feeds it to Lure. Over Zeller. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Pelicans have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's the Beast. Shoots. Off the mark. And at the end of the... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. John Lure's out there with Diallo. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then there's Ian Clark. And it's Hill in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Moore. Pass to Clark. And here's Hill for 3. The rebound by the Beast. The Beast's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That is his first foul of the game. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found in when the game is decided. And a lot of times on bad teams, you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. And the first one drops.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Second free throw, no good. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. The pass to the Beast. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Here's Moore. It's deflected. Diallo kicks to Hill. Dishes to Moore. They set the pick. Here's Lure. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
Graham, the pass to the Beast. Outside, Kid Gilchrist passes it to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. He kicks it to Graham. Over Moore. They get the rebound. The Beast. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good. NBA awards are voted on by broadcasters and writers around the NBA. Do you think that's the best way, Steve, to pick an MVP?
Well, I really think in some kind of way you got to have players more involved, being able to come out and be able to pick the MVP because these are the players that are going up against these guys. I also would love to see where we have more of the defensive player of the year during the offseason, the rookie of the year in the offseason. Obviously giving out more of those awards for the playoffs as well.
And you got to, of course, be aware of it becoming a popularity contest, too.
Yes, totally.
Here's the Beast. And the layup's good off the glass. The Beast's got 48.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lure a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Miller dishes to Okafor. Back to Miller. Outside Hill. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's the Beast. And yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Lure the screen. Hill kicks to Miller. Pass to Lure. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Clark. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
And the Hornets call time here. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
Peyton, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, New Orleans. And stolen by Miller.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here is Hill. Picked by Okafor. And it's Hill penetrating. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Here's the Beast. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. The Beast's got 54 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Picked by Okafor. Clark kicks to Miller. Pass to Okafor. They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is doing it again.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Williams passes to Biyombo. Here's the Beast. He's guarded by Hill. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organizations. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Here's the Beast. Parker with a clean look. Buries it from three-point range.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, second of the game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
At the top of the key, Clark. Now here's Okafor. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Charlotte. The Beast's got his 16th rebound on the night. Parker passes to the Beast. In the corner, it's Monk. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. The pass to Clark. Okafor up top. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his 3rd foul of the game. John Lure, he's checked in for Miller. And here is Okafor. Passes it to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Hill. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. You know, I think they're getting it right.
Some changes for New Orleans. Morris checked in for Ian Clark, and it's Drew Holiday in for Peyton. Hill dishes to Moore. It's stolen by Monk. Pass to the Beast. And got it! Another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Pass to Hill. Kicks it to Moore. Hill against Williams. 5 to shoot. Okafor sets the pick for Hill. Drills it from outside.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Holiday against Parker. Here's the Beast. The kick out to Williams. Here's the Beast. Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Williams with the block. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
Stolen by Lure.
One team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Charlotte.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and it'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we watched this team play.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Beast.
You know, when we talk about floor general, this is really what we mean. He was making the right reads, directing guys around, delivering passes that were on time and on point.
4 on the clock. Pick by Okafor. From deep, Moore. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Holiday against Parker. There's the pick. And there's the pass to the Beast. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from the Beast. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pick by Okafor. Hill has the open look and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. Down low, here's the beast, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Played a good game tonight. Thanks for setting me up.
Yeah, guess what?
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
Interview.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Shaq and Kenny, you're on.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
Well, we wanted to make sure we kept the work rate really high, you know. We didn't allow ourselves to feel comfortable. Closing out games in the NBA, man, it's never easy. As soon as you take your foot off the pedal, that lead disappears. So credit to our guys for staying focused and not letting that happen. Thanks, man. See ya.
Thank you.